Hey, what's up traders? How's it going? Welcome back to FX Wealth. I'm going to give you a very quick breakdown of the trade I took yesterday. Yesterday I took two trades and I jumped out of the first one like an absolute noob. And then the second one, I stuck it for thick or thin, better or worse, because I was not going to make that same mistake twice. What was the mistake that I made? I hear you ask. I'll show you. So it is on GJ, and I'd gotten into a short, right? So when I was targeting these lows, the little wick lows, and I see such value in these all the time in the markets where price takes liquidity. So over here, cuts liquidity there and then continues, right? Watch those wicks. And the reason why I say that is because they become very good targets, right? So, okay, yeah, GJ, we've had this impulsive move to the downside. I'm expecting a retracement. This was my initial zone that I'd marked out, right? Price over here is consolidating. I'm like, okay, cool. We really can drop. I'd entered here, and after this nice little move to the upside, I'm like, okay, well, price is going to come to here. So I'll close out this position with not having a full loss, and I'll just re-enter up here. Haha. Next three candles, boom, TP hit. A very easy 1:4. And I'll let you know, I was pretty frustrated at the fact that I jumped out, because I'd done the analysis, I had my target, I had entered the trade with the risk that I was willing to lose, right? So for me, 1% on each trade, that's what I risk. Look for positive risk to reward. There's your golden nugget. You can go trade. That's all you need to know about trading. It's not really all you need to know. It's literally the most important thing you need to know. Risk management, it'll save you. Cool. Moving forward. I jumped out of that trade, right? Because I was like, cool, I'll just enter later. Later never came. As a trader, you have a set risk. You enter a trade knowing that you could lose that, and you should be fine with that. Okay, cool. Not going to talk the donkey dead on that one. Targeting this low, stops, your profit target just a little bit above. You gotta leave something on the table, you're more likely to get hit. And three candles. Literally, from when I'd entered, I think this trade took like 45 minutes. Imagine that. 45 minutes, 4%. Easy peasy. Okay. Made the mistake. Wasn't going to do it again. Come to EU. Target on EU, just to give you guys an idea here. Once again, a wick. Took liquidity. Before it, bam, bam, double tops. Took liquidity, continued. Right? Target. Happy days. Okay. Let's go over here to the day. We had this nice impulsive move to the upside in London session. Started watching the retracements. Okay. I think it probably was the 5 minute I was watching. I had the zone marked out because initially this is what I was expecting. So I had seen this nice bearish intention, taking liquidity, leaving a gap, order block, happy days. Price comes down. Right. At this point, I think I had gotten to the charts somewhere around here. So I was expecting a bit of a nice retracement, take that wick into the zone. Okay, cool. From there, enter short into the zone. Nice 1:3, almost 1:4 trade. That's what I was intending on. Price then never came back to that zone. It instead continued downwards. Right. So overall, we're bullish. Okay, so coming up here, you can see the overall structure that we have here. So there's lows, lower highs, lower lows, bullish intent. Takes it all out, retraces, makes that higher low, makes that higher high, confirmed. Okay, we're now in the bullish market. I'm not gonna be looking for shorts in this market. You wanna stay with the trend, with the higher time frame trend. Okay. So price comes into the zone. This is my higher probability trade. Right, this would be cool. Having a reasonable target, it's a good trade. Okay, price comes into this zone and then taps the zone. Shows bullish intention off of that. I'll take you to the 5 minutes. So here on the 5 minute, we see that price move into that order block. We had that very nice move to the downside. We then see this reaction off of it. And that's what I want to see. I want to see a reaction off of the order block, and then I want price to retrace. So this would be my entry zone at the bottom here, and price retrace to it. Now, are you saying, oh, but you could have entered later, you could have entered here? Okay, cool. I forgot my crystal ball somewhere else and I just couldn't find it. So I couldn't actually predict that price was just going to knock here multiple times, 6 times. And I'll get into that now, about patience in holding the trade. Okay, so price came down and touched my zone for entry. So I entered the thing, 1% risk, targeting that wick on top. Okay, price then nearly touched there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. And danced around for, I think, 3 hours. I think that was until there, I think about 3 hours. 3 hours. And only then did price show this nice bullish intent. Boom, there, taking out all that previous stuff. Cool, it retraced a bit and then we were good. The reason why I held it overnight is because by the time that daily close came, which is about here, I was already up 1 hour. And so I felt pretty safe, pretty comfortable with doing it. If I was sitting around break even, I would have closed the trade because I don't want to be stopped out overnight based on spread. Okay, I did take partials over here because, like I said, this level, I expected a reaction off of it. I didn't know how far it was going to go down, but I knew it was going to react. It did react. So I took some partials over here and then I let the rest run, which was a beautiful trade. And as you can see, it got hit. The target got hit. I'm targeting just before the target because I'm not yet to be greedy. And a 1:6 risk to reward. It's a pretty decent trade, guys. Now, I could have, would have, should have, I know, could have had a 10% day, right? I didn't. I paid that 4% to learn a lesson. And if I hadn't learned that lesson about sticking into the trade, so if I didn't take that first 4% loss, and trust me, I really was annoyed at the fact that I had done that because that's a very beginner thing to do. I'm not a beginner. So if I hadn't learned that lesson of just keeping your trade because you've got a stop loss at a certain point and you've set your risk and you're okay with losing that, I wouldn't have made this trade. I would have bailed there. So this is the importance of trusting your analysis, knowing that not every trade's going to go your way, but that's why you risk. You control your risk. You risk a certain percentage. Okay, not talking the donkey did on this one, like I said. Anyways, yeah, and so from there, you actually see a nice little breaker block form. That's pretty cool. Yeah, and overall, this trade took, let's get it just an estimation, yeah, 17 hours to play out. Actually, it's less than that. Overall, this, 17 hours. This trade took 17 hours to play out and a very nice 1:6 risk to reward trade. Okay, so I hope this video gave you guys a little bit of value. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Please like, subscribe if you're on YouTube, give us a follow if you're on Instagram, give us a follow if you're on TikTok. And yeah, we've got a Discord if you guys would like to join. Links above, links below, links around, everywhere else. Hope you guys have a super day trading. Enjoy your week. Stay on top of your risk management. It is the thing I cannot emphasize enough. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.